Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and the topic of tonight's video is mathematical terms and how to remember them. Now, before I continue, I wanted to let you know that I have 5 Kindle books, and if you want to read any of them, you are more than welcome to leave me a comment down here in the comment section below, and I'll send you links to those. Furthermore, if you want to make this video more popular, the first thing you do is leave me a nice comment in the comment section below, and the second thing you can do is to watch this video from beginning to end, which will cause YouTube to share it more. Okay, and I have this on good authority that this will actually work. Finally, if you want to see similar videos to this, I will have links. There'll be big boxes at the end of this video, and you can click those, you can see those, and there you go. Alright. The first term I will help you remember is the addend. Okay? What is an addend? The two numbers you are adding together are called addends. So, you have a 2 plus 2 equals 4. What is an addend? That is an addend. That is an addend. That's what they're called. Those are called addends. Okay? Now, how are you going to remember that? Just imagine placing bookends together. Addend, bookends. Okay? Easy to remember. Now, when you add two numbers together, you obtain something called the sum. There's your sum right there. Now, if you want to, you can imagine the end of this equation being like a literal sun, you know, like this. Because you get the right answer, it's pure sunshine, I can tell you that. Alright, now you can imagine a sunbeam actually reflecting off your bookends. That'll help you remember the term. What about subtraction? Okay. Well, alright, let's have 3 minus 2 equals 1. Alright. This is called a minuend. This is called a subtrahend. And this, what's it called? Well, I believe if I remember right, you have a it's a difference. Minuend, subtrahend, and a difference. Because that's the difference of these two numbers. How are you going to remember that? Well, just imagine a dinner menu, and you're going to subtract things from the dinner menu, and you'll have a completely different menu. Okay, what about multiplication? Alright. We have 6 times 2 equals 12. This is a multiplier. That should be easy to remember. Now what about this? This is a multiplicand. A multiplicand. Okay? And this is a product. Okay? Now, how are you going to remember the multiplier, the multiplicand, and the product? Alright? We're going to manufacture cans. We're going to manufacture multiple cans. Okay? So you have the multiplier and the multiplicand. Okay? So just imagine that you have the multiply and then add the word can to multiply, and there you go. And then the product you have at the end is the product you're producing, which is the can. Okay. What about division? Alright. Now, if you know anything about the stock market, you know about divisors and dividends. Okay? The dividend is the first term in a mathematics problem. But in this example, you can't keep dividends. So you have to use a scissor-like tool called the divisor. That will leave you with a quotient. Okay? Alright, and that's how you're going to remember. And I could draw it like this, but I'm going to go ahead and just do this. So, let's say you have $12 divided by 6 equals 2. Well, the first term is a dividend. The second term is divisor, and there's your quotient. Okay. So far, so good. What about a fraction? The top number on a fraction is the numerator, and it is being dominated, okay, by the denominator. The denominator is the bottom number of a fraction. So you got the numerator on top, the denominator on the bottom. Okay? So, the word numerator comes from the word number. That's what it is. Okay? And then you'd have the denominator, and there you go. Now, what about the mathematical symbols? Well, the plus sign itself was created as an abbreviation for the Latin word et. Okay? So, when you see the plus sign, you can imagine the T in the et plus sign. There you go. Alright, what about the subtraction sign? Well, this is what they call a tilde. There's your tilde. Now, what about the letter X? You see this in multiplication all the time. A mathematical expert named John Napier created this symbol, but not everyone liked the symbol because it looked like the English letter X. So another mathematics expert by the name of Gottfried Leibniz, and I mispronounced his, I know I mispronounced his name. He started using something called the dot. Later on, this moved on to the asterisk. Okay, so that's where that moved on. What about the division symbol? Well, the division symbol is called the obulus. The origin of this word is Greek. The Greek word for obulus is obulos. This Greek word means a four-sided pointed pillar. A mathematics expert named John Ron started using this symbol. And you can look all this up for yourself. Now, in higher level mathematics, you're going to see what is called a solidus, which is this. And it's not going to be that way. It's going to be a forward slash. A solidus or a forward slash symbol. And it represents division. The solidus is also known as a virgule. Okay, the word virgule comes from the Latin word virgula, which means punctuation mark. How will you remember that? Just imagine a tilting virgin trying to hold up an obulus. Okay, and there you go. Do you feel a little more educated today? Well, I hope so. We have reached the end of this video. You're going to see a couple of links to a couple of other videos. Go ahead and check them out. I hope you do. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.